And we're live.
Hello, welcome to the 5th installment of Surry Hills Live. I hope you're all comfortable and coping well. We have an incredible night of entertainment for you. We have the one and only Liz Martin in our studio in the bunker, and Michael Bridges. They are going to play you some beautiful, beautiful music. And I hope you're comfortable. Get a glass of wine and relax, put your feet up, because this is going to be a wonderful show. We are in the JJ Splice bunker in Surry Hills. We are live, and I'm going to pass over to Dean Francis behind the desk.
Oh, hello, Rob. It's very somber, but it's not. Back here behind the desk, I'm very colourful, bright. I can feel the community starting to come back to life just very slightly amidst the lockdown. Huge show tonight. Obviously amazing to have Liz in the house, but we're also going to hear from Tanya Plebisek. We're going to announce some very exciting stuff with regards to next week, and we've got a few other little fun bits and pieces in there as well. Without further ado, though, let's hear from Liz. This is incredible. I'm so excited. Over to you, Liz.
Nighttime calls across the corner of this little garden bed, covered soon with weeds and clover. Broken words lay on my head. Oh, my baby, it's cold out, darling, lying still in the night, alone. But I know if we could be once more, the love we'd share. Haunted dreams and wide-eyed wonder of the love that we once shared. Naked seems an endless hunger. How I long to hold you now. Oh, my baby, it's colder, darling, lying still in the night, alone. But I know If we could be once more the love we'd share tonight. So how you all going? How are you all going out there? It's weird with all the cameras, so I'll kind of ignore those a little bit. So I know I have a brother in California, probably tuning in the middle of the night. I know I have family, some cousins in Letterkenny, in Dorrigal, in Ireland, tuning in, and friends around Australia. We were supposed to be going on a little bit of a tour. So this is like awesome. This is like an international, local, national tour all at once. This is brilliant. So here's a little song for my bro in Madrid right now. 4.5 weeks he's done so far in full lockdown, where that's like a real lockdown, Sydney people. It's like you only get to go to the shop for groceries and pharmaceuticals. So 4.5 weeks in. So this is for you, brother. Woo. Hope my Spanish is getting a little better. Soy el fuego que haría tu piel, soy el agua que mata tu sed, el castillo, la torre, yo soy la espada que guarda cada, tú el aire que respiro yo, y la luz de la luna en el mar, la garganta que ansio moja, que temo a jugar de amor. ¿Cuáles deseos mi voz se da? Dices tú, mi tesoro, puesto conmigo, tuyo será, tuyo será. De la luna en el mar, la garganta que ansio moja, que temo a jugar de amor. ¿Cuáles deseos me vas a dar? Tú dices tú, mi tesoro, puesto con mielo, tuyo será, tuyo será. with salty flesh bled into an ocean dragging me where was nothing but heading down, down, down. Left me loud in deception, troubled roots clawed at perfection, dragging me till was nothing but heading down, down, down. You wonder what you came here I am. Wonder why you came when he don't understand you. Wonder what you found out here underground. Wonder why you came and begged for me. Led me down by the river where salty flesh bled into an ocean, dragging me till was nothing but heading down, down, down. Left me lies in deception, troubled roots clawed at perfection, dragging me till was nothing but heading down, down, down. You wonder what you'd say, well, here I am. You wonder why you pray when they don't understand you. Wonder what you found out here underground. Wonder why you came and begged for me.
Sounding fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I think there's been a few comments that attest to how beautiful this is sounding out there in the online world. Can we chuck some of those up so Liz and Michael can have a gander? What have we got up there?
Enjoying a late dinner?
Awesome.
Enjoying dinner?
I heard, well, I didn't hear, but I saw that someone was weeping before. I think weeping.
Oh,
They
I hope
mentioned twice. I think in a good way. I think in a pleasant release,
I
maybe.
do hope they're feeling
Yeah.
a little better. All right.
What's coming up next?
Coming up next is a song called Olives and Wine. I am no stranger to isolation. I've done like bouts of full isolation for months at a time. The longest I've done is 6 months on some heavy duty painkillers. And I spend the time writing songs, and this is one of those. So hope you enjoy it. Olives and wine, entangled in love, nothing but leaves falling around. Elegant elegant hall. Cut from the stars, nothing but peace to know you, my love. Time falls still. Love falls on my heart for you. Our lives in wine, tangled in love. Nothing but leaves falling around. Elegant hall, cut from the stars, nothing but peace to know you, my love. 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 Nothing but peace to know you, my Beautiful, Michael.
Gorgeous song.
We have one more before I think Tanya's coming, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we talk about the GoFundMe?
Oh, sure. It would be fabulous if you guys could follow the link at the bottom of your screen and GoFundMe and other musos that are playing tonight. You're pretty aware, I'm sure, that we've got very few gigs. This is an amazing opportunity playing right now. It's incredible. And so, yeah, throwing some cash this way. If you have it, if you have the extra cash, that would be muchly appreciated. Now the pain is gone, and the world is full of spring, flowers and love and laughter. Now that it's too late, you open up your heart and speak of love ever after. Before I gave my heart, gave and the world is full of spring and flowers and love and laughter. Now that it's too late, you open up your heart and speak of love ever after. Before I gave my heart, gave my love, gave my heart to your heart once more. Live to love and love to live with my heart.
Unbelievably beautiful. Gosh, it's such a good job when you can do sound for such beautiful music. I hope you're enjoying it out there. I'm loving it here. Like Liz said, thank you, Liz, for mentioning our GoFundMe campaign. Our council grant money is running out this week, and so as of next week, we will be running this show off the back of your kind donations. If you want to contribute, there is a link at the bottom of the page, GoFundMe. We are trying to keep live music alive in Surry Hills and around the country. Next week we are able to pay a couple artists through your kind donations through the GoFundMe campaign. We have Andy Gollidge and Cody Dillon coming next week, and that is from donation money. So thank you to everyone who has already contributed. It's very, very generous. We have our local member, Tanya Plibisek. Dean was lucky enough to catch up with her earlier today in an interview. It's fantastic. She's talking about a lot of the opportunities for funding and other avenues for local businesses and artists. Don't go anywhere, stick around, watch the interview. Liz Martin and Michael are going to be back for another set of this absolutely astoundingly beautiful music. And I'm going to give it away to Dean and Tanya now.
All right, on Surry Hills Live, we're super lucky this evening to have with us Tanya Plibisek, our local member, the member for Sydney. How are you, Tanya?
Yeah, okay, I'm going well. I'm in the backyard today, working from my backyard, which kind of feels weird.
Yeah, it looks nice and pleasant there. Beautiful sunny day today. Doesn't look too bad at all. You're holding up okay during the lockdown by the looks.
I'm absolutely fine, but of course I am really worried about all the people who are either sick, obviously, or who have lost income, lost their jobs entirely. So, my office is still open. We're still helping people with all sorts of problems. We've got people stuck overseas. We've got businesses that are really struggling. We've got our voluntary organisations that have previously relied particularly on older volunteers who've really struggling to keep up with the demand for their services at a time like this. So I'm fine, but I am worried about my constituents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously there is a lot of reason for concern, and we've, as you know, we've pivoted our kind of real world live music event into an online streaming platform. But there are still a lot of musicians who are concerned that they might fall through the cracks of these stimuluses. I mean, can you see any hope for that situation?
Look, one of the communities that I'm most worried about are people who work in entertainment more broadly, so musicians obviously, but actors, all the people who are in support roles in those industries. So many people who work in the creative industries are on short-term contracts or they're casuals, and they were, let's face it, barely making a living before coronavirus hit. And now, because of the way the government has structured a lot of these payments, like JobKeeper payment, a lot of people who work in the creative industries won't be eligible for those wage subsidy payments. That's really going to hit hard. It's going to hit our organisations, our theatres and clubs and so on really hard. And it's going to really hurt the income of those individual artists as well. It's a really tough time. I mean, it was tough before coronavirus hit. It's super tough now.
Yeah, well, it is. And I mean, it seems that, you've heard this, I'm sure, a lot on social media. Everyone right now is kind of relying on artists more than ever because we're stuck at home. We have to watch movies, Surrey Hills Live, all sorts of online things are keeping people sane. And yet, where's the love is kind of a question. I mean, is there hope? Do you think things will turn around if we're in lockdown for long enough? If people suddenly go, oh, hang on a second, we actually do need our musicians?
Look, there is some hope. That is that the Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has given himself the power in this most recent lot of legislation to, essentially with the stroke of a pen, add groups that have been left out of JobKeeper payments to add those groups in. And that's a really good opportunity, I think, for the people in the creative industries to continue to lobby the government. Certainly Labor. We tried to get changes in the Parliament to include people in creative industries. We weren't successful, but we will keep lobbying the government, and we'll work with the creative industry people to continue to lobby, because it just makes no sense at all that you would lock people out of JobKeeper. We want people to stay employed. We want the psychological boost that comes from telling Australian stories and hearing Australian music. And of course, we're all looking forward to a time when lockdown's over, to going out again, to remembering what it's like to be in a crowd enjoying a piece of theatre or music or some performance.
Well, exactly. And I mean, that's kind of the timing, because we were just getting over the lockout laws, and in Surry Hills, we had all this construction with the light rail, and it was like just starting to pick up again. And then it's like, boom. But look, hopefully it's not going to be forever. Flashing back to before the lockdowns, what was a live music gig that you enjoyed?
Well, the last thing I saw before everything was cancelled was New Order. And they were great. They were predictably great. That's about the maybe third or fourth time I've seen them perform over the years, and they are a brilliant band.
They put on a great show.
They run a great show, as you say. I saw the time before I saw them was at the Opera House. That was a pretty magnificent show as well. And I do like seeing some of those bands from my teens. It's a really nice reminder. I love the music, but it's also a nice reminder of how carefree my teens were, what I had.
That's right. I saw New Order years ago. I interviewed them, I think, for the ABC many years ago, and.
Well, I was going to say, I really do like seeing bands like that from the past. But I think it's also really important that people support today's artists as well. I think you need to put a little bit of a balance between nostalgia and being open to new performance as well and new music. And so I get some of that through my kids hijacking the Spotify and listening to what the kids are listening to. But it's also, you're going to have Liz Martin on tonight, and she is just such a brilliant Australian performer. And being exposed to locally grown current musicians is a really important role for, blogs like this, but hopefully when things get back to normal, venues in Sydney, making sure that our artists today have somewhere to play and people have somewhere to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely so crucial. With the lockdown, we're seeing people adapting in all sorts of bizarre and strange ways. You're a local, Tanya. What are some of the crazier, more creative ways that you've seen people adapt to this new world that we're in?
I don't know about crazy, but I've seen some really heartwarming things. Like when I was walking to work, I was seeing little signs in people's windows. The kids had been drawing rainbows and writing little messages on them. My kids are doing paintings and drawings for a local nursing home where my oldest daughter used to volunteer. She can't volunteer there anymore because the place is in lockdown, but she thinks it's really nice for the residents to get paintings and drawings. So she's been kind of collecting them and sending them off to the nursing home. I've seen a lot of businesses that have been really flexible in the way they're operating, businesses that have been sit-down restaurants that I love to go to, serving takeaway, which is, I guess a way for them to tide themselves over, but lucky for us, because if we were relying just on my cooking for weeks and weeks, I think people would go mad with boredom at my house.
Yeah, well, look, it is certainly, crazy times. There's been, a lot of sad, things where we've seen businesses, not do so well. But at the same time, I think it's brought out, an incredible sense of generosity and humanity in the community. And, you certainly do see a lot of community spirit and people coming together and all the rest of it. But let's looking forward now. We don't know how long we're going to be in this situation for. What are you most looking forward to? The day that they open the economy again and open up our communities. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Go for a swim at the beach and have breakfast somewhere in a cafe, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But I also really wanted to say, after this is all over, there will be some things that shouldn't just snap back to normal. And the first of those is, surely we have learned that there are a lot of really critical workers in our community that get paid really badly, and we ought to be paying them a lot better. So let's be grateful for, of course, our doctors and nurses and all the frontline workers that are on the front line of the health impact of this, but truck drivers, delivery drivers, people stacking shelves, everybody who's been keeping us well fed that we have taken for granted. Let's make sure that we're looking after them a lot better as well.
Tanya, we're gonna get back to the second. I think Liz is still got a few more tracks in her. We're so grateful to have you on the show on Surry Hills Live, Tanya, and we really appreciate everything you're doing for artists, for our community here in Surry Hills, and we certainly hope to stay in touch with you.
And I appreciate what you're doing. It's really important at times like this to have you doing things like this to boost community spirit. And give Liz my love. She is a genius.
Wonderful. We will say hi to Liz. That means a lot, Tanya. We very much appreciate it. Amazing. All right. Well, thank you again, Tanya. We're going to throw back over to Liz. Surry Hills Live. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more to come.
Apologies for the sound issues there. You can see that even our best and brightest are having some issues coming to terms with Zoom calls. But I've got a good story about Tanya, our local member. I was at Nick Cave a few years ago in the seats, and I was with a bunch of mates thinking we were all very cool. And then show started. Tanya and her partner walked. We've got some smoke coming on now. Tanya and her partner walked straight up through the mosh pit right to the front, and we were all like, "Wow, she's way cooler than us." We have a couple little shots of the preparation for Surry Hills Live. The work, the sweat, the blood, the tears that go into the process of putting this show together. Our first video is of Dean being quite the handyman earlier this afternoon. Can we cut to that, Dean? We got that video?
Hey buddy, what are you doing?
I'm building Surry Hills Live here. You can see
You're building it
from scratch, very hands-on here in the studio. Constantly upgrading, expanding, continuous improvement at Surry Hills Live, Rob.
And where did you get this fine piece of equipment from?
From a very fine furniture manufacturer, one with whom I've had a business relationship for many years. And
It doesn't have to be Swedish, does it?
it's very Swedish and not at all easy to assemble. Freeze. We're back. Yeah, it's kind of this endless feedback loop. It's kind of we're filming ourselves, putting the live show online, and it's all getting very crazy here in social isolation. But look, it is certainly, I think maybe that's the future. We sort of do a behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. The other thing, Rob, I think is really weird is this whole, like, everyone's very concerned with safety, checking temperatures as people walk into venues.
Yep.
This was a little moment that we, in terms of the video diary segment here, that we had with the guys from last week. Little temperature test on entry moment, part of the new world of COVID. We have to do the coronavirus body temperature test. Ready? You filming?
Oh, yeah, here we go. You're in.
I'm nervous.
Excellent work.
Did they pass? They passed
They
the
both
test?
passed. Look, they get green.
Yeah, well done.
If it's red,
Congratulations.
congratulations, guys.
Welcome, everybody.
And if you missed that set from August Organs and Ruben Neeson last week, then it's on the Surry Hills Live page. It was such a fantastic set. What did you think, Rob?
I love that set. They were fantastic. We're so fortunate to be able to keep having great artists come into our studio here.
And it sounds like we might be back next week, thanks to the GoFundMe generosity, because the grant is done. So we're sort of, really trying to keep this going on the Smell of Fumes. That's exciting.
It is exciting. It is very exciting. We have Mr. Andy Gollage coming back. I don't know if you've seen his show from 2 weeks ago with Caitlin Harnett, but it was truly amazing.
What? Andy's coming back? What, next week?
Andy,
Are you kidding?
And I just texted him, and he said yes. So
Out of control. That was
he actually
incredible.
Said, he said mad.
He said mad?
He said mad. I'm taking that as a yes.
Is he playing with Caitlin again, or we don't know yet?
No, he's playing with Cody Dillon.
Are you kidding me?
I love this. Cody Dillon is in the house next week.
Cody
Not right
Dillon.
now. Cody Dillon. One of Surry Hill's best songwriters is coming here.
You know what we should do at the end of the show? We should play, because the last time we shot with Cody was at the Shakespeare, right? When it was open.
That's true.
Which wasn't very long ago.
Yeah. We got a great set of Cody Dillon and a couple of beautiful shots of the trams going past in the background.
Cody Dillon,
we should
his
sell
sound.
that to the New South Wales government. Those shots, really, they're beautiful.
Yes.
Those lovely trams, fantastic.
And they're
Good
still
tourism.
running, and no one's on them. It's really sad.
Oh yeah, true.
After all the effort the neighbourhood put into getting those bloody trams fucking constructed, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a shame. But they'll be back. They'll be back.
The trams
Anyway,
or the artists? Or
the artists will be back. The trams
artists
will be back.
Yes, all of the above. Anyway,
That's great.
is it time for more music?
Yes.
I can hear the world saying yes. It's time for more music. We have Liz Martin and Michael Bridges here, and we've got a smoke machine too. I don't know if you've noticed. We went and got a smoke machine. Sorry, Liz, we should warn you. There's a song coming up called Gimme Back. Gimme Back with Liz Martin and Michael Bridges. What's Gimme Back about?
I'm still not quite sure, but there is definitely, I should give you a warning, there's a few smoking references. And it really is gnarly up here. Really, at the moment, you shouldn't be smoking. So just now is not the time for the smoking. We all love the smoking, but that's the health warning. But hey, I'm not judgy at all. Shall we do it?
Red Hot Go.
Give me back my tears, my sweet old baby. Give me back my tears, don't bother me. Oh, my mind is made up. Time for me to get a wake up. Give me back my tears and let me be. Give me back my cigarettes and coffee. Give me back my cigarettes and weed. Oh, my mind is made up. Time for me to get a wake up. Give me back my tears and let me be. Here's an old song for you. It's an old Irish song from, I think it was first registered in 1675. And I know it as the Slighted Lover, but it's also known as the Forlorn Lover. There are versions of this song that have like 20 verses.
So
I
settle
can't
in.
settle in. Grab yourself a wine. No, I can't be bothered. So I cut to the chase, down to about 6. You'll get the gist of what's going on. I love all these songs because you feel, it's all a connection. It's a connection that we all have all the time. Our sorrows, our sadness, our good times, and all of that. So this goes out to Sandra and Duncan and the boys in Letterkenny who introduced me to this song, and I hope you guys are doing all right out there. I courted a wee girl for many long days, and I slighted all others who came by my way. And well, she rewarded me till the last day. She went and got wed to another. She went and got wed to another. Oh, the bride and bride's party, to church they did go, and the bride went the foremost, she bore the best show. And I followed after with a heart full of woe, to see my love wed to another, to see my love wed to another. Oh, the next time I saw her in church she did stand, gold ring on her fingers and love by her hand. The man she had married had houses and land, he may have her for I couldn't keep her. He may have her for I couldn't keep her. Oh, the next time I saw her, she was sitting to eat, and I sat down beside her, not a word could I speak. I thought my love's company sweeter than me, for love was the cause of my ruin. For love was the cause of my ruin. Next time I saw her, she was dressed all in white, and the more I gazed on her, she dazzled my sight. And I lifted my cap and I bade her good night, adieu to all false-hearted lovers, adieu to all false-hearted lovers. And dig it down deep and strewn it all over with red red roses sweet, and lay me down silent, no more for to weep, for love was the cause of my ruin. For love was the cause of my ruin.
That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to embarrass. Can I embarrass you, Liz, on a live stream? 'Cause,
Sure.
is that all right? Yeah.
Sure.
Nobody said yes to that. Tanya Plibasek did use the big G word with you earlier.
Like girlfriend?
Girlfriend. Was it? That is, wow, the numbers just shot up out of the atmospheric. No, the genius word. She says,
Genius.
you have one of the most beautiful voices she had ever heard, and she was referring to a record you did with Paul Mac. And we're getting a lot of comments through saying that your voice is very soothing and it's perfect for these times in lockdown. Any of those comments coming up now? Can we get a couple up for Liz to see if that's possible? If not, all good. Yeah? Hurry up, come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
well, we're
Come on,
trying
team.
here over here.
Come on,
in
Surry Hills
Department.
Live. What are we doing?
Rob,
Dave,
while I'm doing this,
Oh,
can
there
I
we go.
give a
Beautiful.
shout out to some of the folks who've actually been really supportive here. I want to give a shout out to the lovely Megan Lewis, the lovely Karen Peacock, the incredible Lisa Sloan, Steve B. People are really coming to the party with this thing. Chris Rochester, Kim Coford, Paris, Antoine, Victoria, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. These
love
people are
Anonymous.
keeping the stream alive. It's fantastic. I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation there. I do have some comments right here. And what have we got? Georgie, sounding gorgeous. Can you
Gorgeous.
see
I
We
can
can
see
sounding
that.
gorgeous, Liz. Yeah.
Thanks, Georgie.
that? Yeah.
I should do a sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No. Go
Yeah,
ahead. I
no,
wasn't
it's
going to
good.
say anything.
Okay.
I had nothing interesting to say whatsoever.
So anyway, I should admit that Tanya Plibasek is not my girlfriend.
No.
But my girlfriend, it is her birthday today, so hey,
Shout out.
so big happy birthday to you, babe, and wow, cookie birthday time, isn't it?
Now, you've just released another album or EP recently.
Yeah, we released an EP.
Late last year?
Yeah, really late last year, just in time for the fires and
Time to tour.
COVID.
Perfect time for
Yeah,
touring.
really, we worked that. It's called Let Me Down. You can check it out online. If you go to the lizmartin.com.au webpage, you can buy it or you can just have it. If you have no money, you can just have it. If you have stacks of cash, good for you. And you can pay loads of cash for it. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful little album little EP, 5 songs that we recorded over 2 days with the full band, and the full band being Dirk Krutoff on guitar and Michaela Davies on bass and Ruben Alexander on drums, and they're
What a band.
well, it's
Three of the best, those guys.
yeah, it's an incredible
Dirk
band.
and Ruben and Michaela. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
When we can have more people in this studio, when the COVID restrictions lift, definitely get the whole band
Yeah.
in here. That would be incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
we'd love that. We'd love that.
they're amazing.
Are you going to play a song off the album? Off
Oh
the
yeah,
EP?
so let's play a song off the album. This song is called Anthony. And yeah, let's play that.
Let's play it.
Let's
Cool,
play it.
great.
We got a couple more for you. I can't believe 2 weeks and 7 days later, you're still not with me. A warning to all those in favor of love. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony. Tempted to be hard and fast and outrageous, rather than be floored by the simplest desire of you. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony. Hey, 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 I hear you when you come welcoming, only to be caught by my mind's own wondering. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony. I'd cry so very hard, Anthony.
Gosh, it's easy doing sound for you guys. So good. Here, there's only one song left, right? Is it?
Yeah, we got one more for
Ah,
One more.
oh no.
Thanks so much for having us.
Well, thank you guys. It's been amazing.
This is
Magical,
Surry Hills
magical.
Live, and, you guys? Name of the company I've forgotten.
JJ Splice. We're in the JJ Splice bunker. I'm Rob from Music for Trees, and it's Dean behind the desk, and we have the magical atmospheric music of Liz Martin and Michael Bridges, and it's their last song. and I'm very displeased about that, to be honest. I thought we could listen
Thanks
to this all
so
night.
much for having us, Rob, and inviting us down.
What key is this one in again?
This is in B flat.
B flat.
Yeah. This is B flat. B
What-
flat, folks. If you want to play along.
Yeah, play along at home. Those of you with violins or string section,
If you
that's
follow the bottom of the screen, you'll notice there's a little. The chords will pop up.
what's the song called?
This one is called "Hold On," and it is about It's about coming in together on your own. It's about finding that space inside, that sacred soul space that we all have, I guess, that we all need at the moment.
Pertinent.
Very. It's a little voice, come to me when everything is quiet, and heaven knows, feeling low, nothing seems worthwhile. It's a miracle. I'm holding on, hold on. And every time you come to me is when everything is quiet. You rest your voice beside of me, whisper that sweet line. It's a miracle. I'm holding on, too hard to leave me alone when nothing is right. Storms will give way to the breeze, and I'll feel alright. Hold on. Every time you come to me is when everything is quiet. You rest your voice beside of me, whisper that sweet line. Too hard to leave me alone when nothing is right. Storms will give way to the breeze, and I'll feel alright. Hold on, hold on.
Amazing. What a perfect song for these times. Thank you so much for coming in, Liz Martin and Michael Bridges. I hope everyone at home is just giving them the biggest round of applause, because that was truly, we can't hear it, but I can imagine it. It was truly a magical show. So thank you very much for coming in and playing that beautiful music for us and for everybody else. Stick around. We have a song from Andy Gollage and a song from Cody Dillon coming up, because they are our special guests next week on Surry Hills Live. If you just tuned in, we do have a GoFundMe campaign going, because as I was saying earlier, our council grant money is running out today, and next week we are running off your kind generosity. So if you want to chuck in, the price of a beer or the price of a new Nissan Pulsar, that's fine. We, either anywhere in between is just great for us. But I think, are we doing a phone call now, Dean, with someone? Dean of the desk. Dean,
Dean of the desk.
He's doing amazing work behind there.
Oh man, I'm trying to keep up with all the different camera feeds, and oh my god, it's craziness. Yeah, look, I thought we'd do something a little experimental. Oh, thanks, Chris, for picking up a shot of me. That's nice. So, like, this is a Sydney project. It was. We were funded to do this project where we'd go around to pubs, put live gigs on with Rob, shoot them, do some video marketing, and really drive people to the pubs. But then, of course, there was this crazy pandemic, and so we very quickly pivoted to the live stream. Like, it was so instant, it was crazy. And our funders, the City of Sydney, were like amazing at just being like, yeah, like normally you have to go through like weeks and weeks and weeks of like bureaucry and crap. But,
So
just
it's
do
not
it.
that bad, really. They're great.
They're amazing.
Thank
Tonight's
you,
the last
Sydney,
night.
Our sponsors. You're
Yeah.
lovely.
No, they're amazing. Tonight is the last night, though, that we have funding from City of Sydney. So I thought we'd just call the council. And I've got Linda Scott. I've got her Skype number. She's on the council. What's that?
Do they know that you're calling?
Well, I don't know. I think.
Calling them randomly?
I'm not really sure. I'm just going to call her randomly. We had like a chat, but it's all very last minute. So
It's all very thrilling.
bear with me. I'm just going to get her on the Skype.
Suspense.
I know. Let's just see if we can call her up. And see, she didn't accept my invite, so I don't know what's going to go on. Here we are. We're Skyping here.
Stay tuned. Can we get some Saw, Michael, with a sure some suspenseful Saw music, just for the folks at home to.
There was no answer. I might even have the wrong Linda Scott. Should I just call every Linda Scott that's on Skype? What's going to happen? You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh my god!
I'm going to try the other Linda Scott. There's like a bunch of Linda Scotts. There's like so many Linda Scotts.
I love the Saw. I've never had to do sound for a Saw before, but
No answer.
Did you?
It might be the wrong Linda Scott. Linda, if you're out there and you can hear
I'm
us,
glad we tested all this before.
give us a call. Well, see, it's live, It's like, oh my god. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Why don't we cut to a few weeks ago? Andy, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's cut to that because Andy's gonna come back next week, right?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we'll try and find Linda, and we'll talk to her about how amazing stuff is. What do you say, Rob?
Great. Let's hear from Andy College. One more big, massive thank you to Liz Martin.
Woo! Thank you,
Cheers.
Liz.
Thank you. You guys were unbelievable. Let's hear some Andy College.
Okay, let's hear some Andy College. Here he is.
Well, her heart is gonna burst. My hands are filled with fire. My love, don't tell the truth. Don't call me by my name. This heaviness is real. My voice is gonna die. Well, I shouldn't sing so high, but don't tell me just the same. And I may never tell the truth, but I could never sing a lie. And I want it to come true, yeah I do, but I don't wanna sing another song. Well, this bed ain't going nowhere. No, it's always gonna be here, and I'm always gonna be here. Why can't I just escape? I'm stuck staring at the ceiling. Oh, there's hardly room to breathe here. Don't tell me I'm insane. And I may never tell the truth, but I could never sing a lie. And I want it to come true. Yeah, I do, but I don't wanna sing another blues song. Now there's like about a minute and a half guitar solo here, Leroy, so if you could jump in with the comments, that'd be great. Yeah, Ellie! I hope you're doing well, Ellie, in your self-isolation. Love you. And I may never tell the truth. There it is, Leroy. That I could never sing a lie. And I want it to come true. Yeah, I do, but I don't wanna sing another no more blue, no more blue, no more blue. Someone just rang the doorbell, better go answer the door.
Amazing. That was actually obviously pre-recorded a couple of weeks ago, which is very cool. And I have got Linda Scott from the City of Sydney. She is a City of Sydney councillor and one of the great supporters of Surry Hills Live. How are you, Linda?
I'm very well. It's so great to be with you all, and thanks so much for keeping up such a great kind of vibe in Surry Hills during what is the most bizarre period in the whole world.
Thank you, Linda. That's great. Look, it means a lot to me on so many levels. It's so great that we just managed to connect randomly on Skype like this live with like no prep. It's amazing. So that's good. It is a very weird time. One thing that I'm just really amazed and grateful for is how quickly you guys at the City of Sydney were able to pivot our thing and just say, yes, you guys do live streaming, you do it. And obviously the responsiveness of the council is what we're seeing right now with the grants as well that you guys have just announced.
Well, that's really kind of you, and we've worked really hard to make sure that councils can continue to meet. I've got the great pleasure of being a councillor on the City of Sydney Council, but I also run the peak body for local governments. So I just want to reassure you that on behalf of all local governments, I'm in the ear of all our kind of state and federal government colleagues all the time, talking about the importance of our cultural communities and all our creatives. We know that so many people have been hit so hard, and you were the first ones really to be hit by the economic impact of this. So I know now we have the Premier as our Arts Minister in New South Wales. I'm talking to her regularly, and I'm talking to just a range of other stakeholders about the importance of providing more support for our artistic and creative communities. We're really hoping that there's going to be some good news from the state government soon. So just kind of bear that in mind. Obviously, they will make their own announcements, but I want you to know that we're doing all we can to kind of advocate for you as well, to make sure that other levels of government are responding. But obviously the City of Sydney is not sitting back and doing nothing. We've passed a whole lot of new grant programs, and you'll be able to see them now on the city's website. You can apply for them. We've made sure we've made it a really simple process, so you don't have to put too much time or effort in. And it's to support a range of artists and artistic organisations and their staff. We want to make sure that artists can continue to develop work and continue to pay for materials and can continue to take their practices out in a new way and perhaps kind of innovate, as we're all trying to do living in this COVID world. So we've got some grants on our website. Organisations can apply for up to $20,000 for cultural sector resilience grants, and sole traders can apply for up to $10,000. Therefore, again, creatives who want to try and innovate and create a new way of practicing in this COVID world. And obviously, we're also looking for people to be able to create audiences so that we can bring our communities together. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to make sure that all those, particularly those vulnerable communities in the City of Sydney, still have access to great culture, great creative experiences. We've also got a creative fellowship fund that we've announced. So we're giving away a total of $1 million. People can apply for up to $20,000. And these are grants for individuals and collectives to develop new projects and initiatives related to the restrictions. So we urge you to just go to the city's website. There's pretty easy links on the front page there. And you can have a look. And finally, for those smaller projects, so really up to sort of $2,000 to $5,000, where you might just need some materials or a kind of smaller scale initiative, we've announced a total of $500,000 for quick response grants. So again, these are for somewhere between sort of $2,000 and $5,000, small scale programs, typically for materials, or if you've got a project that's already got some funding maybe from somewhere else and you just need a bit of a bump to get it through that final stage, those quick response grants are for you. And they're small but much more flexible. So have a look on the city's website. We want to do everything we can to support you both through some funding of our grants, but also importantly with our advocacy to other levels of government to ensure that your needs are being heard. We know it's Oz Music T-shirt day tomorrow. We know we're all doing all we can also to kind of promote great Australian artists through all our social media channels and all our other kind of media communications. But if you've got other ideas for how I can help, I'm Linda Scott. I'm your local Labor councillor. I'd love to help. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with me.
Linda, there's a lot there, and we really are grateful. I think, look, I live in Surry Hills. I'm involved with the community, so I do appreciate very much the role that local council plays. But I think a lot of people think of you guys as the people who, empty the bins, fix the roads and things like that. And I think in light of the appalling situation of artists and musicians being left out of most of the federal support, we really, at times like this, realize the absolute importance of having a local council, one with strong leadership and a strong vision and empathy for the creative arts. As we know, City of Sydney is very renowned for its creative community. We're very grateful, Linda. If I can just put in one more plug here, Linda, you're going to be joining the Surry Hills Creative Precinct next Tuesday. We're doing a salon, which is the monthly networking session. It's going to happen unusually, I believe, at a lunchtime session, and we look forward to connecting more with the Surry Hills community, particularly the business sector. And once again, Linda, we thank you so much for jumping on at the last minute, and we wish you a lovely evening. And did you enjoy Lisa's set tonight? Oh my God, Lisa's set.
How amazing, how
Just
lucky
crazy
are
here.
we that we have such amazing performers. Just thanks so much, Lisa. Thanks to everybody for what they're doing. I've got my children at home. We're rolling them through a whole series of great Australian movies to kind of give them a better cultural education. Thanks to all those people that are out there creating those performances that we will rely on. Hopefully we never have another scenario like this, but our culture matters, our creative world matters. We wouldn't be, anything like where we are without it. So just thanks to you all for all the just magnificent work that you're doing. We can't wait to see what you create during this period. It's going to be so amazing and really actually exciting.
I think so. And look, I'm going to flash you back right now to the Shakespeare Hotel. Unfortunately, have had a rough time, like every hotel has. But it wasn't that long ago. It was, it feels like a couple of weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. We were at the Shakespeare Hotel. We caught an amazing set by Cody Dillon, who's joining us next week on Surry Hills Live here in the basement doing a live stream. So we're gonna play out tonight's show with a fantastic track from Cody. Finally, thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you soon.
Thanks.
And here right now is Cody Dillon playing his iconic track. There's no better time for it, the south side of town. Surry Hills Live. I'm going to sign off for the night. I'm going to leave you with this track. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Thanks to your generosity, I should say, on the GoFundMe, because if it weren't for your GoFundMe contributions, there wouldn't be a show next week. But there is, because of you. Thank you so much. We will see you next Thursday with Cody Dillon, Andy Gollage. Here's Cody Dillon from 2 weeks ago at the Shaky. Good night and good luck.
Surry Hills Live. Surry Hills Live.
Baby, I know a place where we can get down. Oh, on the south side of town. Heard you sing my favorite tune. Heard your song as you lit up the room. Baby, I know a place, yeah, where we can get down. Oh, on the south side of town. Baby, yeah, don't act your age. Baby, I know a place, yeah, where we can get down. On the south side of town. Baby, I know a place, yeah, where we can get down. On the south side of town. It's alright, yeah, I'll bring you back. It's alright, on the wrong side of the tracks, baby, baby, yeah. Oh, I know a place, yeah, where we can get down. Oh, on the south side of town.
you down. On the south side of town.
It was a rainy, dreary, beautiful evening, but a lot of people came out to see the fabulous Cody Dillon.